Ladies, I'm here on the show. Talk about some NBA. Little bit of news. Not really too much overall news to talk about, but I'm really gonna go over some stats in this, and I'll talk about the draft order, the updated NBA draft order so far through the first handful of games. We're gonna talk about the Utah Jazz and their struggles over their last 9 games. And we'll go over some stats as well. Um, but if you haven't watched my Survivor Series review, go watch that from last night. If you want to get my thoughts on the pay-per-view from last night, so go watch that. But the first thing I want to talk about in this video for the news is the draft order. So the updated draft order as of now is currently the Detroit Pistons would have the #1 overall pick in the draft. And Orlando has the #2 overall selection currently. Them and Houston are believed tied for the #2 selection. Houston would probably have the 3rd pick. San Antonio 4. The Charlotte Hornets at 5. The Lakers, but it's the Pelicans pick because you know that Anthony Davis trade. So this would currently be the New Orleans Pelicans selection. The OKC would have currently a top 10 pick. Orlando would have another top 10 pick. It's supposed to from the Nikola Vucevic trade. That was supposed to be the Bulls, but the trade, it's the Magic pick. That Vucevic trade legit ruined the Bulls franchise. They traded for DeMar, and if you believe the Bulls are better off with Vucevic as to having Wendell Carter, Franz Wagner, and whoever they pick with the lottery pick this year. But even the Magic are struggling, and they are a better team than when they got Vooch. The Magic just got a brighter future. But yeah, imagine if they get Wembanyama, they'll find a way to mess it up. Next thing I'll talk about is the Utah Jazz. They start off the season really good, but as we would have figured, the Jazz are starting to fall back to reality. There's no way they're going to be able to keep it up with that roster. I mean, they're good players, but they're not the talent like the teams behind them in the Western Conference. The Utah Jazz are 2-7 in their last 9 games. I don't think their season's officially over. And maybe they've been a fluke, but I don't think Mike Conley's the reason. I just don't think his team's gonna tank, though. I know they're 10-7 in the last 9 games, but they've been competitive. I mean, they've been competitive, just they haven't been able to close them out. And this team can maybe still make the playoffs. But their insanity run is over. Y'all are just gassing them up. I mean, Lauri's still been great. Lauri Markkanen's been fantastic. But we all knew this was coming. We knew their Cinderella run was going to end soon. But they'll probably be under 500 shortly. They just finished the toughest part of the schedule without their starting point guard, Mike Conley. I don't know how much of a difference that is. But yeah, this is the beginning of the end. The Jazz were the Wizards of last year. They started off 10-3. So yeah. But the next thing we'll talk about is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander this season. He's been a scoring machine. These are all his points he's scored throughout all the games he's played this season. 32 points, 30 points, 31 points, 30 points, 18 points, or 15 points, 42 points, 37 points, 37 points, 20 points, 39 points, 33 points, 18 points, 37 points, 34 points, 38 points, 24 points, 33 points, 28 points, 32 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's doing this also in great efficiency. He's not putting up bad efficiency with these high-scoring games. He's putting up really good efficiency. Definitely an MVP contender, I believe, this year. And he's one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Is definitely in top, probably top 5 MVP candidates so far this season. Because he's definitely been one of the most underrated players this year. And his efficiency's taken a big step this year, and he's had so many good games. There's only like maybe 3-4 games where he scored under 20. That's just how good he's been this year on the Thunder. Jabari Smith Jr., over his last 3 games, he's put up 15 points, 13 rebounds. He made 3 threes, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 5 threes, and 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 threes. But it boggles my mind how people are so quick to label someone a bust without even playing 25 games. And they did the same thing to Jalen Green last year. He struggled. And a 19-year-old international rookie, Usman Garuba, was written off by many Rockets fans at the end of last season. How can anyone write off a 19-year-old that's not just in his first NBA season, but also his first year in America, man? I mean, I get the rebuilding team, but they got a great future though, with KPJ, Jalen Green, Şengün, Jabari Smith, Ty Washington they drafted. They got a bright future in that team. LeBron James last night had 39 points, 11 rebounds, 11 to 21 shooting. 7 of 12 from the field, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, and just his second game back, the Lakers are looking good. I know they beat the Spurs, but they're starting to get some good chemistry going. Anthony Davis been playing great. LeBron James, his second game back, been playing great. Russell Westbrook's been looking good. Lakers been looking really good. Dennis Schroeder had 21 last night, and I think like 6 assists or something. So finally some point guard production from the Lakers. So Lakers are looking good though. Yeah, that's all I'll say for this video. Not the biggest news day, but still I want to really over some stats that I could find. But yeah, I'll recap the college basketball games today. I'm going to recap 2 ranked college games, Duke, Purdue, and then North Carolina, Bama, and then I'll recap the Warriors game. So yeah, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Michael Hyatt. Peace.